Have you ever had this happen? You're walking down the street, and out of nowhere a black cat jumps out. For a second your heart just drops weight. Is this good luck or bad luck? Hi guys, I'm Hai. When it comes to black cats, people always seem to be split. Some say black cats chase away evil, they're lucky charms. Others swear if a black cat crosses your path, something bad's about to happen. So why does the same animal have two completely opposite reputations? Let's dig into it in Chinese folklore. There's this idea, if you're walking at night, and a black cat suddenly blocks your way, that's a sign of misfortune. Some also say that if a black cat stares at the ceiling at midnight, it means spirits are hanging around. Sounds a lot like Western superstitions, right? But was this really how the ancients saw cats? In the Ming Dynasty medical text Complete Works of Genui it says, cats are creatures of yin. Their essence lies in their whiskers, teeth, claws, and ears, and they can repel ghosts and evil rodents. So back then people actually believed that if a cat came into your home on its own, it was a blessing, a sign of protection and good fortune. But then, why in the same ancient China do we also hear that black cats are unlucky? Well, that's tied to a much older fear. During the Sui dynasty, the emperor's brother-in-law was almost executed because he was accused of practicing something called cat ghost sorcery to murder the empress and officials. Maybe people in modern times don't know much about it. As the name suggests, it's the ghost or cat demon of a cat. The ancients believed that old cats, especially black ones, had spiritual power. After death, their souls could be controlled by shamans turned into a kind of curse. They called it cat ghost sorcery. Supposedly once the ritual worked, the cat ghost could be sent to harm people, steal the victim's property, even take their lives. Victims would get weird symptoms, stabbing pain in the limbs, then have paralysis, then death. Sounds like black cats or nerve disease to us today, but it was undoubtedly attributed to witchcraft at that time. This emotion of loving and fearing black cats found an astonishing resonance in our neighboring country, Japan. In Japan, a black cat is a symbol of wealth and evil avoidance, and a monster that can control corpses. They believed if a cat lived more than 10 years, its tail would split in two, and it would turn into a monster called enigmatic. At this time it is huge, can walk upright and speak human words, and even control the corpses of the dead. 在日本的民间故事里，经常有猫又挖开坟墓，操纵死去的亲人回家的恐怖桥段。When we turn our attention to the West, how about black cats? In medieval Europe, many solitary women were executed as witches just because they kept black cats. In 1484, Pope Innocent VIII even issued an edict defining black cats as the messengers of the devil, which made it a hunted target. This fear is deeply imprinted in Western culture. 所以直到今天，很多西方电影里，黑猫穿过道路依然是不祥的象征。同样是这只黑猫，如果它从陆地跳到船上， For sailors, a black cat was a guardian, having one on board meant smooth winds and safe travels free from sea monsters. If the black cat refuses to board the ship, it's a real bad omen. Speaking of which, and then there's ancient Egypt. Their treatment of black cats will blow your mind. In ancient Egypt, killing a cat was a crime worse than killing a person. You could be exiled or even executed. Egyptians worshipped the cat goddess Bastet, who often appeared in the form of a black cat. Archaeologists have even found black cats mummified and buried with their owners. To them, black cats weren't just animals. So here's the thing, sometimes black cats are bad luck. Sometimes they're protectors, sometimes they're gods. But maybe black cats were never really the source of luck or misfortune at all. Maybe they've always just been mirrors, reflecting our own fears, imagination, and reverence for the unknown. With their deep, mysterious, elegant vibe, they were the perfect canvas for humans to project all those feelings onto. Alright, that's it for today's story. If you liked this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and collect. See you next time, when we dive into another mystery together.